Good day everyone. Today I will share to you my last reflection about the Philippine history from the book of Torrentera and Philippine History Source Book. I will start from the role of Islam in the history of Filipino people. In this reflection, I used the mode of microscope. The word that I get that struck me the most was the word Islamization. So when I say Islamization, it refers to the process through which society converts to Islam and become predominantly Muslims. Islam was first brought over the Philippines by Arab Muslims on 13th and 14th century, 200 years before the Spanish invention. During the Philippine Revolution, I was struck and impressed by the work of revolutionaries saying that Moros in Mindanao and Sulu are brothers, and like us, they fight for the independence. As we all know, much before the advent of Americans, the Moro people fought so hard to protect their culture and independence from Spanish domination. History of terrorism in the Philippines. In this reflection, I used the mode of microscope. Minimalization and marginalization of terrorism. We all know that terrorism is not new to us. I was amazed at the various reasons why terrorism has developed. For example, the NPA. This group of people was created to fight for their rights against the landlords and the foreign people or the foreign companies, as it getting their legacies of moist faction that broke away from the largely passive. I was struck because by the late 1980, the NPA became the chief threat to the elected government of President Corazon Aquino. The new People's Army was established on March 23, 1969. The following splintered of the Communist Party of the Philippine Lava and Guerrero factions. The 1960s saw a resurgence in radical ideology. Report of the cholera epidemic in the Philippines. In this reflection, I used the mode of mirroring. So, cholera was a disease that an infection of small intestine that leads from diarrhea, vomiting, and muscle cramps. It caused of the bacteria called Vibrio cholera that can be transmitted in unsanitary food. The person become infected may suffer dehydration. Imbalance may result into death. Cholera epidemic reach worldwide infection and can be spread over the large region or even worldwide. We can see in ourselves, we can get symptoms like diarrhea, wherein we get from food that we eat, especially nowadays that there are a lot of food that was made, and it can be cause of diarrhea or cholera if we will not take good care of our health. We can get this illness, child nor an adult can adapt this because this doesn't choose who can be infected. If we don't take good care of ourselves or even the food that we eat and drink every day, we could engage in this kind of illness. It is present because a few months ago, here in the municipality of Caraga, wherein you can see in the barangay Santiago, suffers that cholera outbreak due to the water pollution. The water gets bad and it was proven that it was dirty and poisonous. Over 590 people got infected and 7 persons died. Due to this outbreak, many people suffer and sacrifices life due to death. They feel that their stomach, hands, and vomiting diarrhea, and feel stomach cramps. I feel sad, especially on what happened in that place. that they suffer that kind of illness, and because of the water pollution, many people lost their loved ones. Not only here in our community, who can suffer this kind of illness, but the whole world can suffer like this like this illness.
Fuck 'em in the past. Yeah. Niggas say they wrong.